Hi, this is Paulie from the Main Street Market Exchange. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing this short video to show you an example of how beautiful and profitable the Main Street Market Exchange is and can be. It's a tiny little piece of the puzzle of the Main Street Market Exchange as far as plans go, but it'll give people a real good idea of what I'm talking about. And I'm going to divide this video into two parts. The first part, I'm going to do it very quickly, like a 60-second YouTube short video, so folks that are busy out there can say, okay, Paulie, I get it, and you can make your decision. The second part of the video, if you choose to stick around, is going to be a little bit about what I believe. Okay, on to the first part now. Now, you've heard the motto from just do it from Nike, and be all you can be from the Army, and President Trump, make America great again. Well, I've realized that a lot of times people, with all their information that's going on around, they need to be able to latch onto a logo. So this one is basically Paulie's 500 fully developed plans by September 25th. Double your money. Okay? Now, you might say to me, what are you talking about, Paulie? Well, it's real simple. Here at the Main Street Market Exchange, we do plans. That's what we live by. That's our reason for being, to help people to create their plans and then put them on our platform for them to get funded, which is a different story down the tail end. But my personal goal is to do 500 fully developed plans by September 2025. And plans are extensive. It takes time to do a plan. We cover all the 10 components of a fully developed plan. We turn them into a PowerPoint presentation, and there's a lot involved. And we charge $250 for a plan. Now, I've never deterred anybody from doing their plan because they didn't have the money. In fact, I've done a lot of plans for nothing over the years. But the reality is, I'm opening this up, this 500 plan challenge that I'm doing. I'm opening up the 200 of the plans to be sponsored by individuals. So for $250, you can sponsor a plan for somebody. And if you do so, I'll double your money in a year and pay you back that way, in terms of you being compensated for what you do. So if you wanted to, for example, sponsor 2 plans, that'd be $500, and on the anniversary date of you doing that sponsorship, I'll pay you $1,000. This has to set home. This has to ring in people's minds as to the effectiveness in the Main Street Market Exchange. That's why I'm giving this double your money bonus for people to get involved with the Main Street's vision of doing plans and helping people to get what they want. Anyway, and again, I'm opening this up for 200 of the 500 plans for people to sponsor someone who needs to get their plan fully developed, which we'll do, and then effectively, in return for that, I'll double your money in a year and pay you back double of what you invested. It's pretty cool. So it's Paulie's 500 plan challenge, double your money. For you to remember, that's all you have to remember, plus a 7% on top of that. So it's a real good deal. Now, if you want to choose to look at the fully developed plan, go to our fully developed plan on www.mainstreetmarketexchange.com. Take a look at all the fully developed plans. Take a look at our boot camp and our online courses and everything that we offer. That's fantastic. But we're staying real specific and real targeted here. So I invite you to join with me to do this 500 fully developed plan challenge. Okay, that's the first part. Let's go on to the second part. The second part of this video is what I believe. Now, a friend of mine in a recent conversation, when I told him about this challenge, he said, Paul, it's a fantastic way to do it. He goes, but make sure that you tell folks what you believe. I said, okay, I'll do that. And he left it at that. Because he said, basically, Paulie, folks got to get to know you and to what you're all about. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And as I was thinking about what I believe this morning, I said, well, it's real simple. Just speak from the heart. I believe in the message of the Sermon on the Mount. The Sermon on the Mount is the summary of the gospel of our Lord. That's what I believe. I believe that we should look to serve people rather than look to being served all the time. And I've tried to do that a lot of my life. I failed terribly, but I've tried to look to serve people. And I believe that we should love a lot more, we should forgive each other a lot more, and we should hate each other a lot less. And I think if you look what's out there, we don't love each other enough, we don't forgive each other enough, and we hate each other a little bit too much. And we got to reverse that. As far as the mainstream market exchange goes, I believe that the mainstream market exchange is the greatest company on the planet. And I'm glad I feel that way, because otherwise I'd be spending a lot of time burning up fuel. But I believe it for a reason. I believe that, the mainstream market exchange's mission, if you look at our mission, we are going to be the premier investment source and premier investment matching marketplace for Main Street America's limitless plans. We're going to be the platform, the way, the methodology, the approach, the stock market, if you will, for America's limitless plans to effectuate the flow of capital back to Main Street where it belongs, to come out of the Stone Age of investment, whereby we just always invest in people who have all the money and yet they don't reciprocate. We need to come out of the Stone Age of investment. If you look at our homepage and take a look also at our core values of our company, I'll stack our core values as a company up against any companies on the planet. I believe that our core values respect the inherent dignity of people, all people, and I believe in our core values. And lastly, I guess I ask always 3 questions to either people, if it's just a person I'm talking to about the exchange, or a group. I ask 3 basic questions. And I've never got anyone to say no to any of these questions. And the 3 questions are this: do you believe that we out here on Main Street ought to have an investment matching marketplace that serves us, just like Wall Street has an investment matching marketplace that serves it? The second question I ask is, do you believe that oftentimes those folks with all the power and all the money and all the influence, that they tend to do things that benefit them, and a lot of times with not a lot of regard for how it affects the rest of us? And the third question I have is, do you believe that every American, you, me, your granddaughter, every American in America ought to have access to the American financial dream in a real and a concrete way? In other words, to be invested in. And I believe that. I believe we should have our own marketplace. I believe that sometimes that we're always shafted, and I believe that every one of us should have access to the American financial dream and not just the elite. Now, I guess bottom line, what I really believe in for the Main Street Market Exchange and for us as a people is I believe in fairness. I believe in opportunity. And I believe in profitability, but I believe in prosperity for all and not just for a few. And that's why I'm working so hard to make sure that the Main Street Market Exchange is a really successful place. So that's what I believe. Thanks for listening. And as I say at the end of every video for Main Street Market Exchange, what do you want to do? God bless. Have a great day.